are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian.
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
BlueNote fan report, and I'm frozen. I'm frozen. I don't know why I'm frozen. He's frozen like the river. He's frozen. Hey, everybody. It is game day as Joel Hoffer and Scott Wedgwood lead the teams out on the ice for the traditional after Christmas game. This is a interesting game. It is by far. I'm sorry, there's no other way to say it. This is a big 4-point game, and there's two of them coming back to back. Absolutely. I don't know what revenge we're reacting on the Stars tonight. This year we're 1-0-1 against them, and they've scored 5 goals. We've scored 5 goals. So I mean, it's been that was something that I was going to bring up. We're a lot more even with the Stars than you think, right? We have played them even up, and then you go back. You go back to 23rd game, what they did against Chicago. I mean, to sit there and say this team has no heart and then stage a 5-goal comeback after giving up a shorthanded goal on a bad power play and then scoring on that power play. That's the 4th time in franchise history that they've overcome a 3-goal third period deficit. First time since 2000 that they scored 5 goals in a period. And that's their second comeback win in the last 4 games, 2 in the first 29. So they're doing something right. And here's the thing. Right now, we're minus 11. That's our goal differential, minus 11. But what's our goal differential since Bannister took over? Anybody know? Anybody out there know what our goal differential is since Bannister took over? If anyone's watching me. I'm showing 9, 10, but... And Joe Butler, thank you, dude. Come on. So what's our goal differential since Bannister took over? Somebody's got to know. I know. Do you know? Do you know the way to San Antone? I appreciate each one of you watching today. I really do. Thank you. There's some things that are happening with this team that a lot of people don't want to see, and they want to be negative. They're upset about Berube getting terminated, and I get it. Okay, I get it. I understand. I was super upset when Quenneville got terminated. I didn't think it was right. I thought that he had done so much for this organization that he didn't deserve that, but it happened. Right? And then he turns around and exacts his revenge and, wins 3 cups with our rival. And that's the way it goes sometimes. But you look back at Hitchcock. Hitchcock was pretty much beloved, by the fan base. And he had said it was going to be his last year, and they couldn't wait to get rid of him. Let's go. We bring Yo in. We're all happy with Yo. And we miss the playoffs. Then we come back with another crappy start. Right? And everybody, let's get rid of Yo. Let's get rid of Yo. Berube comes in. He has 2 really, really good years. And then the bubble happens. And from that point on, this team went downhill. Other than the 107 point season. But I think that has more to do with, that had way more to do with Montgomery. Surprisingly, to be honest, I said I didn't think the Montgomery hire was a good hire. I was wrong. Absolutely dead wrong. But it worked. And then Montgomery leaves, and this team takes a huge dump. And we lose a lot of players. Right? So you start, you got to look at different things, guys. And right now, we didn't have a 5-goal loss against the Stars. When did we have a 5-goal? That was like last season, wasn't it? I don't know if you're looking for revenge from last season, E. I mean, you can be. That's great, but last season's just not there anymore. Wow, and no, very few people watching today. Robert's here. Hey, Robert, thank you. Thank you. I did do what I said. I posted the show for my birthday game. That is posted. I will show you guys. I set the shows up. That wasn't from Dallas. Last loss to the Stars was the opening game of the season, and we lost 2-1 in a shootout. Hi, Wayne. That would help. We haven't had a 5-0. I think we lost that game 5-1. We got a goal in that game. Again, and that was against the Lightning. Yeah, that was against the Lightning, right? Or 6-1. We lost 6-1 against the Lightning. Last time we lost 5-0. Oh, that was against. No, we beat the Lightning 5-0. Where's the last time? I know we've been shut out this year. We got shut out. We got a 5-0 shutout by the Canucks. And we got shut out by them 5-0. It's our only shutout of the year so far, I think. Yes. Right? Other than that, we scored a goal every game. Kairu's had a shot for a bunch of games. Oh man, I see. Now I'm lost. I'm lost. What's new? I'm lost. Are you lost too? I'm lost in the day, my friends. In the day, in the day, in the day. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay. So here, this is on my page, Guy Bensing. If you go to my wall, you're going to see one of 2 shows. This one here, which I think this one is the BlueNote fan report version. And then there's this one that's on Guy Bensing. And then you have YouTube. I'm looking for 55 likes, 55 shares, and 55 viewers during that show. So if you can share one of these 2 shows, right, that would be great. If you can, when the show's on, if you can get liked, and if we can get all those viewers, it would be great, man. Just join me for my birthday. And yes, Gary Unger is a friend of mine. But I think most of you already knew that. Let me pull that down a little too much PMI there. JJ! Way to go, JJ. I wish I was going with you, my friend. Wish I was going with you. No problem, man. No problem. I just have all the numbers right in front of me. I have that ability that I have a lot of stats sitting right at my fingertips. Right? Oh man, I got a surprise yesterday. Look at this. If you have not ordered one of these because you were worried that 21, this is a book. This is an 88-page book. Let me bring up, hold on. I'll bring something up for you. Ah. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. There we go. I know it's white. I know it's hard to see, but that's the short story that I wrote about a week in my life called 10,000 Words. And these letters are raised. That's how well printed this thing is. It's an amazing magazine. I might have a couple of copies left over after I give some out. If I do, I might give one or two away on the show. I'm going to sign a couple of them for some friends because it means a lot to me. This is the first time ever that I've been physically published. I've been on websites and stuff, but not physically published. So I was really proud of this. So that's the magazine. I've been talking about it. I can now show my story in it. There's they did a profile on me about my time in the service and the show. The one thing that they did do, and I get a laugh at it, somehow it got mixed up. They did I have a feature called From the Battlefield to the Playing Field, and they put a little, what do you call it? One of those scan things, right? Here it is. But it goes to the wrong podcast. It goes to Happy Hour, which is a podcast I was on. I asked her to change it. It didn't get changed. It happens. No big deal. I'll get it changed before the next issue. But I appreciate if you get a chance to read it. If you get it, I love it. Jay, did you order it, JJ? Oh my goodness. Thank you. Now, I do want to clear up one thing. It is a book. Thank you. I did not write the story about me, Avi. Okay. Someone thought I had written that. I didn't. Somebody else wrote that, but I did write the other ones. I did write the other ones. I did have a little bit of a hand in the writing of that one, not a lot, but I made some changes to it. But other than that, and JJ, if you got it, I don't know if you got a subscription or an individual. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Jay. I really do. Thank you. I appreciate that. Aaron, thank you. Bud, let's go Blues. Hoffer, 6-5-0 with a 904 and I think a 299. I think is what his thing is. And I was thinking about this, right? I was thinking about his numbers versus Bennington numbers. 291. So he's got a 904 and a 291. Bennington is 11-10-1 with a 328 and a 900. Let me ask you, do you think that those numbers are reflective of Bennington and his game? And do you think those numbers are reflective of Hoffer and his game? Sometimes you hear, well, your numbers are what you are. Well, for me, I think Hoffer is those numbers reflect his game. I really, really do. I think if you put him in front of a better team, his numbers would still be very, very close to what they are now. Bennington, on the other hand, I don't think the numbers reflect his game. I think that the numbers are a little out of whack from his game. That's my feeling. I know there are people that are going to jab me on that and tell me I'm wrong. That's fine. Our guys at the world class, they're talking about their guys at the World Junior and how they're doing. Okay, I do think that that Hoffer's numbers are very reflective of him. I do think that that's who he is, right? When I look at the goals that he's given up and the things like that, I can say, yeah, that's him. I haven't been able to do that with Bennington, not in the least bit. At least that's my feeling, bud. Hey, if you're watching, put some thumbs in the air. Show some love. Show that you care. We greatly, greatly appreciate you. Right? We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you. We've got 8 on Guy Benson, 3 on BlueNote Fan Report, 4 on YouTube, and 1 on Twitter. X Twitter. If you're watching, say hi. Put some love in the air. We got some from Aaron Nails, John Hepner, Robert May, Aaron Culture, Wayne Harder, E. Guido, and Joe Butler. Thank you. Tonight, this is a big, not a rivalry game, but divisional game. Little bit of rivalry, but not a lot. Little bit. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. I think Bennington should have more moments where he's carried the team, though. I absolutely agree with that. That's why I don't feel the numbers, his numbers, are reflective of his game. I honestly feel like that. Right? Chimichangas? What chimichangas? Why do you think I have chimichangas? Robert, you lost me, bud. You lost me. Tell you what I do have that's really cool. I got a Coke freezer sitting right here, so I got a cold Coke ready to go if I need it during the game. Okay. I am curious why Hoffer over Bennington versus Dallas. Yeah, I think that the goals against, yeah, it's gone here too. I think the goals against Chicago may have a little bit to do with that. You know what? It was a Christmas gift, so I don't know. I think it was gotten at a store here. Right? I think I talked about that. Thank you. Here we go. I think that the boys play a little bit better defensively with Hoffer between the pipes. Knowing Bennett's very good goaltender, they lean on him more to make the big save as they take more chances offensively and leave him home. I agree with that, Wayne. I've seen that. I absolutely agree with that. I agree with that. Yep, McRib's gone here too. I miss it already. So I did. Okay, now I get it. See, I didn't know that, man. You got me there. I'm not a big Deadpool guy. I went and seen the first one, and I was like, well, okay. Oh, you're asking JJ. My magazine is $21 with shipping included. Right? And actually, you get, if you use the code I have, you get $2.10 off if you order just the individual magazine. All right? So $19. Right? And this is not your typical, this is not what you're going to find. This is very well printed out, very heavy paper. Maybe you can see it as I'm flipping through it. I mean, this is not like a magazine, right? This is real heavy stuff. The letters are raised on the paper, right? And there's some good stuff in it. The code is Guy B10. Let me type that code in here. IB10. There you go. That's the code. I had the website up earlier. I don't have the website up right now. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. So here it is. It's At Ease Veterans Magazine, and you can click on there to order it, and then use the code GUYB10, and you'll get 10% off. If you do a subscription, which is $68 for the year, you get $6.80 off. If you order just the one, now I will have stories from here on out. I will have stuff I'll be writing about. I'll be writing about sports in the military. I'll be doing other features and things like that. Staff articles. I'm going to try and do an article. I'm looking to do an article about the USS Stark for the next issue coming out in March. It is quarterly. It's a quarterly magazine. Hopefully we can increase our subscriptions and get to a point where we're semi-annually and then monthly. But we really need to get a lot of subscriptions for that. $61 with the code for the year. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, bud. I got to say thank you, and I do admit that I get a portion of that. A portion of that does come back to me. I'll just let you know, a portion of that comes back to me. That's just in the inference of full disclosure. It's kind of how the writers get paid with that magazine. You sell subscriptions to people to buy your articles, read your articles, and you get paid. And I'm glad you got yours. I've had a couple people that have got them now, and they've loved them. Loved all the articles. And you know, some of my stuff you guys have already read or you know about, but I greatly appreciate it. And I thank each and every one of you for going out there for me. Right? So thank you. And I really appreciate it. And shipping's covered. I ordered 12 magazines. Shipping was pretty expensive on that. For the game today, I am looking for the Blues to keep what they're doing. I am looking for that top line to continue doing what the top line has done. Right? Neighbors is getting comfortable. I think as Neighbors gets more comfortable, he will get better and better and better. I am not as happy with Shen on that line. I actually would like to see Shen go down and Hayes go up. Right? I just don't think Shen is having that year yet. Yeah. So, I'm proud of the magazine, I'll say that. I'm proud of this hockey team for fighting back. They needed that win. They needed that win against that team more than they needed any other win this season. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. All of them. He hasn't been in the third line. He hasn't been below the third line yet. He hasn't been below the second line at all. So he's been there all season. He's been top 6 all season. Right? That was the win they needed. And not only that, I think, well, you're just saying I'm wrong to be E. Yeah, he's been on the second line all season. I don't think he's been anywhere else. Well, I meant to tell me why I'm wrong too, E. I think you knew what I was talking about, bud. Should put an LOL behind that. They needed that win against that team. And here's the thing. This is what I think a lot of people have forgotten about. So everybody went and made a big effing deal out of the Bedard goal. Everybody. I mean, it was all over the place. And a few hours later, Trevor Zegers, who gets back in the lineup, goes out and does the exact same thing. First time ever, 2 of those types of goals in one game. And that was his third one. That was his third one. I think they're counting the one where he flipped it up over the net and the guy batted it in. But still, All that thunder that Bedard had, gone. Gone. Well, I appreciate that, Jay. I really do, JJ. Right? Puck in 5-ish. Yeah, getting there. Almost puck drop time. I'm looking forward to it. Saad has been a disappointment this year. Well, that might be right, but Chicago is a rival, and Bedard put all of the attention on Chicago, and that loss would have definitely hurt and given more credit to the Berube lovers and the people saying this team was soft. For them to sit there and come back and fight the way they did against this team when momentum was completely on that side after that shorthanded goal, right? That says everything. You scored 5 straight goals in the third. 5 straight goals. And you did it in what? 3 of the 5 ways you can score a goal. Even strength, power play, and empty net. Nope, Shin's in tonight's lineup, as far as I know. Unless he's a last minute. I was told he was in the lineup. I was told the only change was Hoffer coming in. So as far as I know, Shin is in the lineup. Let me do something here real quick. I'm going to look and see. I'm looking at the wrong thing here, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Let me look here at something. Just to make sure. So Buchnevich, Thomas, and Kyrou, Leddy, Parayko, Hoffer are starting against Robertson, Hintz, Plavowski, Suter, and Heskinen, with Wedgwood in the net. I knew Wedgwood was starting tonight. Lineup: Thomas centering Kyrou and Buchnevich, Shen with Kapanen and Neighbors, Hayes with Torpachenko and Saad, Sundquist with Blaze and McCachran. Defensive pairs: Leddy and Parayko, Krug and Falk, Scandella, Prunovich, with Hoffer starting in goal. There you go. That's your lineups for tonight. Got them out. Where are we at here? Nope, he's second. I just read it for you, bud. Yeah, bring on the bacon. That was a great roar bacon. Appreciated it. I don't think so. I think that win, no matter that win's going to stick around for a while. 5 goals in the third. That win's going to stick around for a while. And it might. You might be there. I'm with you. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Well, Neighbors took one too. Didn't Neighbors take something? I know Torp took the one to the nose, right? Oh, Neighbors took it the night before, a couple nights before. But Neighbors kind of got hit too. Yeah, we've been actually this season, we haven't lost a lot of man games to injuries. I mean, I can't think of that many guys that we've really lost to injury at all, to be honest with you. And I don't think we've had anybody on the IR. I don't think we've had anybody on the IR. Have we? I don't think we've had anybody on the IR this season. Shakalicious! Okay. That was in wasn't that in Florida that he took that corner glass? That's a game I was sick and I had to stop doing the game. Or no, I was there for that game. It was the Tampa Bay game I didn't get to do. Robert! Yeah, I don't think we've had a guy on IR yet this season. I don't think we had a guy listed on IR at all. Yeah, I'm the same way, bud. Yeah, versus Panthers. Okay. I just want to see how they start, and I want to see what they do with Dallas's pressure. Remember the last time they played Dallas, they went down 2-0, came back, scored 3 straight goals before they gave up one in the last 10 minutes of the third to force overtime. So let's see tonight, because though they've only had that one lead on Dallas. Let's see if they can get more than that. Let's see if they can really take this game and give Dallas something to remember them by. That's what I want to see tonight. Sandy! Shucky says, uh-oh, I'm going to jinx something. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm saying. Yeah, we had Tarasenko out last year, too, for a while with a broken foot, I think it was. Or a broken hand, broken finger, something like that. Yep. Hand. He took that one on the 31st. He took that one on the 31st. He blocked one on the 31st. I remember that. New Year's Eve, he blocked that one against Minnesota. Sorry, I almost choked on that ice. Got 15 people watching me for the game. Thank you. I don't think Krug's been on IR this season. Yeah, I got that. What do you mean double posting, bud? Not sure what you mean by that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Oh, last year, yeah, okay. Yeah, Krug was injured a little bit last year, so was Scandella right off the bat. No big deal, man. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. I don't mind, man. Remember, with the show, I do double post the show because I post the show on Guy Bensing, which is my Facebook page, and then I have the BlueNote Fan Report page. The reason I do that is because on the BlueNote Fan Report page, when I just post that in my page, for some reason people don't see that I posted it. But when I post generically, they see that. So that's why I do that. I don't care which one you watch. I don't care which one you share. I hope you share it, and I hope a lot of people show up for my birthday. I'm more interested in the viewers, having 55 or more viewers at one time, having so many comments going that I can't get to them all, and that you guys are just here and having fun and enjoying it, because the Pittsburgh game means something to me. And I've talked about it before. I'm hoping the Morton boys will show up because they mean something to me. All of you mean something to me. You know, if you show up, I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I agree with that. We also had guys that were dealing with long-term COVID last year too, that I think wasn't talked about. No issue, Robert. I'm looking forward to this one. I'll be honest with you. My fantasy, I took a hit last week in fantasy. I went from 4th place to 6th place. I didn't get a point until Wednesday, and then having a day cut off. I basically got 6 points no matter what when it come to goaltending, which was helpful. But it was helpful, but so I'm trying to see something here. I'm hoping Hoffer has a decent game and Bennington doesn't come in. I do not want Bennington in because I have Wedgwood tonight. So I just don't want Wedgwood to give up a bunch of goals. I want this to be a close game, I'll be honest. I heard you saying that the top line needs to keep going and Shin should be moved down. Defensively weak, allowing too many shots, but those shots should be stopped. I you know, that I get that. I just right now, Shin just hasn't. A lot of times when a guy gets made captain, his game suffers, and that's happening to Shin. It doesn't mean a lot, but he's doing what he can. I just like to see him shift down a little bit. I just really would. Maybe. I think it's got a lot more to do. He did have a good start in his last one. That's true. I think it'll be a 3-2 Blues win. I would be okay with that, and we'll see another power play goal. I'd like to see 2 or 3 power play goals, but you're looking at the 2 most disciplined teams in the league here. So I don't see a lot of penalties at all. But sometimes when you have teams that are very disciplined, they get undisciplined quick. And that's something to look for. That's pretty cool there, E. I was watching a Blues Pen game when I had my episode that landed me in the hospital. And before I knew the Mortons, the boys had put out a post that day, and I got to see it later, and it just really kind of meant something to me that they put something out like that, 5 years later. But just greatly appreciate them and everybody and you guys, and here it is. I started this in 2000, 18, and here it is 2023, almost 24, and I'm still going strong. Well, I'm still going. I don't want to say strong, but I'm still going. So that's what's important to me. Thank you, guys. Just about at puck drop. Let's see what happens. I'm interested to see first couple of minutes. Wedgwood 9-1-2 with a 308 and a 903. Hoffer 6-5-0 with a 291 and a 904. We talked about that. He's also got a shutout. Yes, we have. I agree with that. Hey, Russ, how you doing, bud? And for all you that put some thumbs in here, thank you. Got 14 of them, man. Russ Tidling, Kyle Means, Andy Gardner, Robert Murray, Jason Nichols, who I haven't seen in the chat yet. Chris Chacale, Thomas Moville, thank you. Here we go. Top line against top line. And Robert and Thomas loses the face-off. Damn it, Thomas, I need those face-off wins. Oh, early shot from Dallas. Oh, Robertson with his second shot. Okay. I don't know. Well, okay. I get that. I think establishing the cycle is much more important, but that's just me. I always think the cycle is more important. Yep. And actually, in our last 5 games, we're +1. That's encouraging, especially when this team is -11. Oh, Krug, where was that pass going? Good keeping with that one. David! He is 4-1-0. 4-1-0. And he's looking for his first 3-game win streak. This is the second 2-game win streak. We're +1 with him. Looking for the side of the head. I like it. St. Louis is 17-15-1 at 35 points. So we're a point over. No, we're 3 points because this is team game 34. We're 3 points over 500, something like that. About 3 points over 500. Dallas is 28-4 at 44 points. And they're a little bit better over 500 than us. They're one of the top 2 teams in the league. So are in the division and in the league. So that's just something to look at. They're a good team. They've been good all year. Oettinger being out hurts them. That's the big thing right now. That's their struggle. Oh, nice pass, Kyrou. Oh, wow. That was nice. Nicely done there. It wasn't a goal, but I like that play. They're keeping with the puck. That is the change. I keep talking about this. They're keeping with the puck so much more than what they did before. Thomas get a little too soft on that one. Oh, Kyrou. He's got 4 guys around him. He's still fighting the puck. That is what I like. All right. Zone time's important. That's what I talked about. That's kind of where the forecheck is coming in. About them not giving up when the puck is turned over in the offensive zone. Now McEachran had an interesting thing. They sent him down, but I think he stayed in St. Louis because they brought him right back up. I was surprised they were able to send him down. I'm not sure what was going on with that. I think it was a salary cap thing, but I have a feeling Varna's coming back up by the new year. By the game on the 4th of January, I think he will be back. True? I don't think it was a challenge to up their game. I think that they're. I don't want to say it because I'll get people upset with me. Oh, that was not good, neighbors. Hoffer almost misplayed that one. I can't remember if it was Allen or Elliott that misplayed one really, really bad in the playoffs. And it was against Dallas. I want to say it was against Dallas that he did it. It's either Dallas or Chicago. And it cost a goal. He played it so bad it cost a goal. Hi, Tammy. Keep watching the show. Go. I am starting to see why there are so many Krug haters out there. I am starting to see that. I am starting to see that. If you're watching on Twitter, man, and you comment, I can see your comments now. So I'd love to get some Twitter comments. Saw the. Passing's been better since the turnover. That's since the coaching change. Turnover's not a good word to use there. Oh, right there. That's what I'm talking. Look at it. That's the cycle. And look at the movement. That's what I'm starting to see. Uh-oh. Oh, good save there. Oh, I really don't have one, but see, I wouldn't wear unless it was a bet. I wouldn't wear the jersey of another team. I really wouldn't. I'm the guy that goes to somebody else's arena, even though their team's not playing, wearing their team's jersey. I went to a Pittsburgh Penguins game wearing a Blues jersey. I went to a Chicago Blackhawks playoff game in the not the United Center, in the stadium, the last game in the stadium, wearing a Blues jersey. So yeah, I'm that guy. I like the old Mighty Ducks. I'd have to say the old Mighty Ducks jerseys, right? The with the duck goalie mask and the two sticks. I'd have to say that one, and I have to say that I kind of like the Sharks logo. So. Does that make me bad? Smart play by Kaepernick there. I mean, he looked down, made sure he was at the red line before he threw that puck. Thank you, Robert. Oh, that was weak, Perico. Shots 5-4 Blues as we're about 7.5 minutes into the game. I also hate to say this, but I like the old North Star jerseys. I really did. With the N with the star in the corner, I like those. right? I was shocked when the North Stars left Minnesota. That one surprised me. And then it took them so long to get the Wild. That also surprised me. There aren't many of those anymore, bud. Dave, there are not many of those in the league, period. That style of defenseman is, when we have one, he just for some reason doesn't use his shot the way he should. I mean, Pareko's got a heavy shot like McGinnis did. He's got that heavy ass shot. He just doesn't have McGinnis's temperament. And that has a lot to do with it. He doesn't have McGinnis or Pronger's temperament. And that's what, when you are that big and you have that shot, you have to have that temperament. And he doesn't. And really, you're not going to change that. You're not going to change that. As much as we'd like to, it's not going to change. Man, my wrist is bothering me today. That implant's bothering me. How many shots he got today? I don't think Kyrie's got a shot on goal yet. No, he's got 2 shots already. 2 shots and a takeaway. I'll take that from him. Blues are going in the box. Hope it's a 2 and not a 4. Looked like Haskin played that for a little bit. Oh, Dallas won that. Gotta kill this. Big kill here for me. I think this is a big kill. Oh, nice. Oh, no. It's the Morton man. Hey, buddy. We're second in shorthanded goals now. Calgary's got 9. Dallas is tied for 4th. Oh, nice little clear there. I mean, I wish it was a little bit more, but nice. Nice. I've seen some games against the North Stars back then. Ugh. No, I have not. No, I haven't. I've been offered to go, but I just haven't had the time to go. when I was on mainline on the mainland. Oh, here we go. 3-on-1. Oh, that was the time you should have passed instead of shot. Oh. I told you that's why I think Shin should be down the line. Oh, nice push. That was a nice back check there. That was a sweet back check. Should have been a pass there, right? Oh, that was close. Stars buzzing. Come on, Prunovich, do your job there. Get him to slow down. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Uh-oh. Pareko just let him slip by him. Oh, then he gets back. Nice back check, Pareko. Nice little back checks here. I'm seeing some nice back checking. I don't know either, and you might be right. Possible, but you got to pass that, bud. Strong. I agree. Shots are pretty close to even, I think. 8-6 in favor of Dallas, but that's, I mean, to me, that's almost even. You know? Ow. My wrist is bothering me, guys and gals, and people watching this show. Oh, hello to all the aliens out there that are watching. You know, my signal's being broadcast into space. Hello to the aliens! Yeah. We complain. Most times we complain when they pass instead of taking the shot they should be. Now we're complaining when they take the shot when they should have passed. Ouch. Country fried steak. That sounds good, man. Biscuits and gravy. Mm-mm-mm. Don't have a Cracker Barrel here. I agree, Robert, and I've said that. I've seen that instantly. I think in my eyes. No, you don't. Kailua Park. Wow, she's beautiful. Dude, definitely married out of his league. He's 49, so she's got to be in her mid 40s. Wow. Sorry, I shouldn't go there, but wow. Get that cardio in, bud. Oh! Wow! That was a good shot by Pareko. That was a good shot by Pareko. I agree. I agree, Rob. Well, they also don't look panicky when the puck, like just now, that situation with the puck in front of the net, they didn't panic and were able to stay with the puck and win the puck back. In the past, it felt like they were very panicky when that situation happened, and it usually ended up in the back of the net. Oh, Bishnevis missed that one. Commercial coming on. I'll be right back. Stand by. For you, Robert. Still got a couple days on that, my friend. Ah! Oh my goodness, the things I do for you. David AC, thank you. I hope the boys are enjoying it. Have you guys seen the picture on Bedard's goal? People are making a big deal out of that, and I don't think that's a big of a deal as everybody's making it. Right? Where apparently he's got his eyes closed. I think he was blinking, if anything, or it was kind of like one of them, like right after he knows he's getting beaten. It's like that, like that type thing. So I don't think it's as big of a deal as everybody makes out of it. If they keep the turnovers down and play team defense, they can play with most teams in this league. I agree. Uh-oh. Thomas in the box. Didn't need that. Yeah, that was not a good call. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking that in my head. The stick grab is what caused it. Kept him shotless. Can we still keep him shotless on the power play? I couldn't get it. Thank you, Robert. Oh, Sod, you were in the wrong spot. Oh, they finally got that shot on goal. Well, thank you. Try and make a 10 hat better for the for the Colorado game. Great save on Ben there. Good penalty kill. Strong penalty kill. Shots are 11-7 in favor of Dallas, but make it 12-7. Oh, that was a little weak there, Hayes. You put it right between. Oh, nice. Nice, Sod. Keep him with that puck. Yeah! Neighbors! That's how you get outplayed for 18 minutes of the period and take a lead. Woohoo! Wow. Won't you be my neighbor? It's Jake, your neighbor. It happens. Wow, what a shot. Yeah, I agree. I Oh, do not let them get a late one. Do not let them get a late one. I think that this ended up being a great period, guys. Hoffer's having a really good period. I will give that to him. I know you always say you create your own luck, but right now it seems like puck shots are bouncing our way. That's a great sign. It is. It happens. I've seen that before. Been a while, but I've seen it before. Right? I still got a few seconds to go in the period. I think, you know, I think they were slightly outplayed that period, not completely outplayed, slightly outplayed, but they were outplayed a little bit. And to have the lead when you were outshot 14-8, and you know, I'll take it right now. It's a confident group, and that's what's important. There we go. Neighbors with the goal. You're close. Jamie just beat me to penalty kill. Those two penalties that they killed off, the way they killed them off, right? That's the difference in the game right now. And not only that, the neutral zone play has been much better, much better, right? Hayes is shot off the side of the helmet, and Hoffer's common net, and that's important, right? Because Dallas should have a couple of goals, and Hoffer's was quiet, and I didn't see the interference they were talking about. It said they could have been interference. I didn't see it. I didn't see enough there, right? What I do like the fact that Bannister will challenge plays that we've seen in the past weren't challenged. And even if he loses the challenge, he's telling his penalty kill unit, I have faith in you. And I like that. Darkness. Yeah, I was kind of on that bandwagon with you, Darkness. I was a little shocked that Hoffer got the net, and he's going to get the net in 2 of the next 3 games before they get the 4 games off, or the 4 days off. Yeah, I can see that. Let's see if this doesn't screw me like it did last time. I'm going to do another quick refresh to be fresh, and hopefully I don't lose it like I did last time. He has, and with that point, you know, you take it for what it is. You look at the stats of the game, and they're not heavily weighted on one side or the other. Shots were 14-8 in that period. St. Louis had 2 penalties, right? Killed them both. You look at the attempts, right? So you've got 16, that's 30 attempts in the first period. And I know that sounds kind of high, but, you know, you kind of take it for what it is. And the Blues had 14 attempts. That's scary. You're almost out attempted 2-1. But at that point, what are the attempts? You're seeing a lot of pucks that are missing the net, seeing a lot of pucks that are being blocked. You're seeing a lot of solid stuff, and a couple of the shots are like close-in shots. So, I mean, I'm just on there right now. I'm on the Blues. Hits 6-2. So it's been a track meet a little bit. 5 giveaways for Dallas, 3 for St. Louis. 6 takeaways for Dallas, 5 for St. Louis. Block shots, 7-4 in favor of St. Louis. Face-off, Dallas won that battle 10-8, 56% to 44%. But other than that, I just think that they weren't completely outplayed, but they were slightly outplayed. But they're coming up with the lead. I'll take it. And thank you for watching. 15 or 16 that are watching. I appreciate it greatly. I don't really care much about shots. I think we had better chances. A confident team is a dangerous team. Yes, we need to cut the shots down, but we had some really good chances. We are chasing. We aren't chasing the puck tonight so far. So far, Dallas looks like they really don't have their legs going. That is true. I'm with you on that. I got blasted in some hockey page when they were praising Bedard's goal. I simply put it was great, but they lost the game in the third. And I said, great players make everyone else better. Well, you're learning. That's absolutely right. And I've seen the picture of Bedard, you know, after the goal and all of this. But the picture that stood out to me was at the end of the game, Bedard on the bench, just with that pouty lip. No one talks about that. But he sat there with a pouty lip. Right? And then he had all that thunder taken away from him. What are you talking about? Scott's playing today. He's played the last 2 games. Right? Alexandrov and Tucker were the scratches. Prunovich is out there, bud. Yeah, he's got some good stitches there. Right. I can see him still getting scratched. He's still young. And you got to get Tucker. You can't leave Tucker on the bench all the time. And having those 2 together is not the greatest thing, but they are getting better. Yeah, it did. But he's out there, and then you look, Torpachenko's got a good little cut on his nose, too, from taking that puck in the schnauz. So far, I'm happy. I can say that. That I don't see. No, I'm not there with you there, C1 Boomer. And Scandella's been playing much better. I've been liking Scandella. Scandella's going to get traded before the end of January. Before the All-Star game, I think Scandella gets traded. Right? I really do see that coming. All right. But I see Varna coming back up. I see McCachran or Alexandrov going down. I absolutely see it. I see one of those two going back down. Last year of his contract, you can get something for him, and he doesn't fit in with going forward with all the young defensemen you have behind you, and you have two good more defensemen down in the minors. That's why I see him getting traded. Possible. I could see a little bit of that. I mean, a lot of it's going to see how the first couple of weeks of January play out, up until the bye week after the All-Star game. I agree with that, Aaron. I think that's had a lot. I think one of the areas that they've really improved is not going into an immediate defensive posture from the offensive zone. That is something that, because when the guy fights and wins the puck, it doesn't do you any good if you win the puck and there's no one there to pass it to. So they've stayed in the zones longer, and that's had a lot to do with getting on the cycle. Agreed. I don't know if he gets a full year or not. I can see him being on the team in the April call-ups, right? If we make the playoffs, I could see him being on the team during the playoffs. Absolutely. I could see that. Right? Because I don't think the playoffs count as your 8 games. Well, thank you, Ashley. I greatly appreciate that if you can. We love you, Ashley. See, that's the biggest difference in the penalty kill and what they're showing, and I've seen it too, where all 4 of the guys are at the blue line or the neutral zone, where before you would see 2 of them back, and it would just make an easier zone entry. When they can't enter the zone, that just does so good. Well, we love you, Ashton. That's all that matters. He's still in college. Well, yeah, but I'm talking about at the end of this year, after the NCAA championship, I can see him leaving college and coming back and signing his contract and then being in the playoffs. That's what I'm talking about. I don't see him doing another year in college. I don't. Especially with this team trying to get younger and faster, he fits that mold. And you got Jaworski right behind him. Oh, my goodness. and I will say this, I appreciate that. I appreciate that you will not come on when she's in that phase. I really, really do. You missed the tinfoil hat, Ash. For you, Ashley. How you guys doing out there? I have all the love and respect for what you do with her, Ash. I really do. You do an amazing job, and it's tough on moms, and I get it. And you do an amazing job with her. Ah. I said earlier, I said hi out to all the aliens that were watching the show, and Bob Morton said I needed a tinfoil hat. So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Right? Are you guys enjoying the show tonight? I hope so. I really hope so. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying the game. I hope you enjoyed your holidays. I hope you enjoy your new year coming up. We got 3 games in 4 days. We get tomorrow off, and then we have a game Friday and a game on Saturday, and we'll kind of go from there. And where are we at here? Well, that's great news there, Jose. I seen that picture with your tongue, man. That was like, wow. Ooh, that's got to be weird feeling, man. I'm sure it's going to get weird. I know with my hand, with some of the things they did with my hand, I've had some weird feelings in that. Yeah, I heard that. You're finally getting some snow. Might have a white New Year's. Hoffer's played great, man. Yeah, we all have. We all have. Jose's a good friend, and I mean that, Jose. And I count you as one of my friends. And I don't have a lot on the island, but I definitely count you as one. And I thank you for the things that you've done for me, my friend. Just checking things real quick, seeing if I'm missing any messages from Dante's Inferno or any of you other nuts out there. Got it. I remember one year, I want to say it was probably 78 or 79, had a big old blizzard right before my birthday, man. Like on the 29th or something like that. Yeah. I spent my birthday in my basement by myself. Did a lot of that when I was a kid because of when my birthday was. I think we ended up going to Target and I bought some little games that I could play, like gambling games I could play by myself or something like that. I will say this. I was talking to one of my therapists the other day, and I was talking about, when I was a kid, when you have a birthday like I do, when your birthday is between the 20th maybe and the 30th or 31st, 30th, you get a lot of people that think they can give you the combo gift, right? And my mom would not allow that. If someone sent a combo gift, she would send it back and tell them, look, you give my other kids You gave my other kids a birthday present. You're giving them a Christmas present. Why is he only getting one? She was so and that's why I'm adamant about it. I will not accept. I've given someone who's done that to me. I handed it back to them and said, sorry, I don't accept those. And maybe it's being a dick, but it just is what it is. Yeah, I remember the Easter blizzard in '78. I remember that one. Right. Second period, puck drop. Look what I got, Ashley. I want a DQ blizzard. Me too. Me too. He could be. I mean, I don't think he has a goal yet. Or no, he does. It's McGing that done. Ooh, Wedgwood made a good little save there. Oh, they're buzzing early. Oh, Kyrou. Got some shots going. I was not happy that McGinn got sent down. I'll be honest with that. Oh, they ran over Wedgwood there. Got a little bit of a track meet going. Well, that's the thing. That's what I kind of like more than anything else is that we know they've had speed, but we've never seen them use it. Now we're seeing the speed and seeing them start to use it. Nice little glove save by Wedgwood there. Oh, yeah, that was Lindell. Oh, I forgot to do an out of town scoreboard. Anything particular going on? Oh, Pens are up 4-0 on the Islanders. Ouch. Ouch. Didn't need that. Bruins up 4-0 on the Sabres. Wild are up 2-1 on the Red Wings with at the beginning of the second. Hurricanes are up 2-0 on the Preds with just starting the second. Avalanche and Arizona's later. Jets and Blackhawks are later. Oh, that was a bad miss there. That was a really bad miss. Nice stick in there, Torp. I think Torpachenko's due again, to be honest with you. I think he got one a couple games ago, but yeah, I can see that. I'm not against that. An icing call. A call to icing. $10 won't even get you a hot dog at a game. It's loaded with $10. You can't buy anything with it. Keep fighting for that puck. Keep fighting for that puck. That's going to be an icing. Nope. Nope. They didn't call icing. It should have been. Oh, Thomas, you got to move your feet on that one. You were just standing around. Maybe slowing the play down. I give him credit for that. See, I talked about that before. You a lot of times you see top line play top line. Icing there. Shots are 3-1 this period in favor of the Blues so far. Excuse me. Yeah. There we go. We finally get a call. Torpachenko draws another penalty. He is good at that. Hooking. Oh, yeah, he's absolutely hooking him. I mean, come on. Let's get this power play going. First unit needs a goal. First unit. Oh, by the way, you like my new shirt? Yeah. Hopefully you can see it. There, I'll go down a little bit. Hope you like that. Remember, earlier this season they had shown like 4 shirts, a black one, a brown one, I think a red one and a yellow one. I had said I thought the black one was really cool. Well, I ended up getting the black one. Thank you. I don't know. It was a gift. Ow! They're doing it again. Please. Somebody start a position to make that song go away. Uh-oh. Come on, we need to do something on this one. Well, you got the second unit out there. Boom. Nice shot there, Falk. Krug was supposed to be a power play like maestro, and since he's been here, I haven't seen it. Couple good shots on the power play. Three shots, not bad. Don't get shot chasing the puck. Offside. Uh-oh. Nice move, Prickle. Oh, nice glove by Hoffer there. Very nice glove by Hoffer. Dun 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 dun. Love it when you on Twitter it says 0 viewers. I love it. Love it, love it, love it! Speaking of bad, kind of Singwood is making 8.55 million and will make 9.8 next year. I would like to have that albatross around your neck. Well, that what he's making doesn't matter. I mean, his year to year doesn't matter. It's not. It's his AAV. It's whatever his AAV is, right? That's what's more important. And I'm not sure what his AAV is, right? I'm looking it up now. Where is Dallas? Dallas. Here we go. His AAV is 9.8. So, or no, it's not. Hold on. Yeah, his AAV is 9.8. So, yeah, his cap hit is I mean, actually, he's making 8.45 this year. He makes 8 next year, 7.1. So he got a lot of it up front, is what happened. His base, he got a lot up front, is what he did. He got a pretty big salary bonus if you look at it. But his cap hit's 9.8, so that's the important number. And it's going to be 9.8 for, you know. Oh, nice move there, Shin. Oh, they're moving the puck. Wow. I like this. Oh! Scandella! That was puck movement. That is what I talk about all the time. Puck movement. That was the goal. That goal was because of that puck movement. Wow. What a goal. What a goal by Scandella. Wow. Blues goal. That's his second of the year. The Scan Man can. That's puck movement. I've talked about that. Uh-oh. Oh, nice save there. Hoffer's on. Hoffer's into the game. Absolutely into the game. Scandella from Kapanen and Prunevich. Big goal. Oh, that little bouncing puck could have been dangerous if he didn't see that. Shots are 9-6 this period. Oh, Neighbors might have touched that. They may look at that. I think Neighbors might have touched that. Bedard was not a high stick. Bedard was not a high stick. Look at where the puck is when it goes in the net. It's where the puck and the stick touch prior to going in the net. Bedard was not a high stick. Bedard was not a high stick. Sorry, Jason. Sorry to burst your bubble there, but that was not a high stick. It's where the puck and the stick make contact before the goal goes in, then the puck goes in the net. No, it does matter because it's the contact. No, it's the contact, bud. Yeah, well, he's 9.8. I think I looked at it a little earlier, right? I was looking at it. He's got a 9.885 AAV, and he's got a full no move clause. So yeah, I mean it is a hard. But Ben's 9.5. Same thing for 2 more years. You got Rope Hintz. Well, no, Hintz doesn't have the no trade clause. So Robinson's got a pretty decent contract too. No, a high stick is in the face. A high stick penalty is when your stick hits someone in the face. That's a high stick penalty. Touching it with the high stick is the stick, touching the stick with the stick above your shoulders. It's where the puck touches the stick prior to going in the net. That has to be below the crossbar. Because if you want to sit there and say high stick, every stick, that part of the stick is above when they take the shot, part of the stick is above the net with the length of the stick. The way I look, no. When the puck goes in the net, it is below the crossbar. And a high stick non-shot is above the shoulder. Now, if he took that stick and put that and lifted it up above his shoulders, then it would be a high stick. He didn't do that. Sorry, I mean, I'm getting a little loud. Didn't mean to do that on you. Oh, wow. That's cool, bud. No, Jason. No. It's if the puck went over his shoulder, because the shot itself is when he puts it in the net. It's where the puck and the stick touch prior to the puck going in the net. Oh, yeah, I get it. I know what you're saying there. Oh, we're going back in the power play. Oh, he knew right with it. He knew right with it. Yeah, the Bedard goal. Ooh, double minor, 4 minutes. Let's get 2 on this and put this game away. No, you got to understand, high stick on a goal score, where the puck touches the stick prior to going in the net has to be below the crossbar. Right? Because let's just say, Jason, you do a flick shot. I got a left-handed stick here. You do a flick shot from right this where I'm. Let's say you do a flick shot, and you just flick it from where I am. This part of the stick is going to be above the goal. So is that a high stick? Right? So it's where the puck. So when you're doing a deflection, if you deflect the puck, if I'm holding my stick like this and here's the crossbar and the puck hits here and goes in, that's a high stick. But if the puck hits down here and goes in, that's not a high stick. It's where the puck touches the stick prior to going in the net. That's what it is. A high stick penalty is when your stick hits somebody in the face. That's a high stick penalty. They're different. If you play one with the high stick, It's above the shoulders, right? To score a goal, the stick has to, where the puck touches the stick, has to be below the crossbar. Everybody that said that was a high stick had no clue what they were talking about. Yeah, absolutely. I just showed it, Robert. I mean, I love Lance, and I saw Lance arguing it was a high stick, but it wasn't. Ashley Jones, Betty Bauer. I haven't seen Betty for a while. Thank you. But that's touching this. That's playing the puck. That's not scoring the puck. There's a difference. It's not always the blade. It's where the puck touches the stick. It normally touches the blade, but it's where the puck touches the stick. Like I just showed in that demonstration. Let's, for example, right here, let me kind of, so I hope you guys can hear me okay. Right here is the crossbar, okay? This point is the crossbar. I would kind of make it even. So this is the crossbar. If I'm holding my stick like this and it hits up here and goes into the net, that is no goal. But if it hits on this side down here, which is below, right, and goes in, then, 5-on-3, then it would be a good goal. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Woo! Let's make this 5-on-3 count. We're so bad on these. Let's make this one count. We've got a good, almost, let's make this count. And you're getting a full 2 minutes of 5-on-3 no matter what. You're getting full 2 minutes at 5-on-3. You could score 3 goals here. You could score 3 goals here. Dallas is at 24 shots. We're at 21. Don't waste time on this. Nice glove save. Oh, I think Wedgwood's eyes might have been closed on that one. Wow. We need this goal. We need one of these two. Oh, Thomas, if you could have, that was just off. They had such a wide open net. Pretty much. Good job keeping that one alive, bud. I thought that went in the net. I thought that went in the net. Wow, I thought that went in the net. I thought that went in and out. Guess not, because they would have stopped it by now. God, this sucks that we don't score here. Wow, this is not good. Wow. I mean, the power play did not look bad, but you got to score there. Wow, you have to score there. And this is why you have to score there. That's exactly why you have to score there. Unreal. That's a game turner right there. Now you got Dante. I knew Dante was going to show up sooner or later. I bet we lose after that. I'm worried about it. Oh, my goodness. You absolutely. I thought it went in the net. Oh, big turnover by fault. Well, get your one back. I agree, bud. I absolutely agree. I mean, I got to hand it to you, Robert. I got to give you credit, bud. I know for a majority of things that have been out and said that you've disagreed with me. But when it came to this stuff, you've been agreeing with me, and you watched the game. You watched the show quietly a couple of times, and you come around, and now you're being a vocal person. I wish I could get more people like you to watch this show. I really do. Well, shots are only one separate now, 26 to 25. But you took a bit of a struggle there, giving up a goal when you just had heavy playoff time, power play time, and to blow it like that, yeah. Full 2 minutes of 5-on-3, you have to score. I agree. It could change the entire game. I hope it doesn't. They had a bunch of rebounds and still couldn't get them in, though, bud. I agree, Robert. So a goal apiece, and we're up by one. Same result we had at the end of the first. Remember, we were up by one going into the third last time. So they were up by two, and we came back with three. So now we're up by 2, and they've come back with 1. Let's keep them from getting another one. No, 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 no. It's Dante's Inferno got to say. We're going to be our Steels the entire third? I don't think so. That's why Dallas is where they are at the top of the conference. I mean, I get it, but I think we've played Dallas like even up in my eyes, right? No, it's not easy, bud. Did you hear what I said about you, Robert? Did you hear what I was talking about earlier? I don't know if you heard what I was saying. 18 likes today. Jason McMillan. Where's Gina? No Gina. Where's Gina? We have no Gina. Hey, Gina, 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 Gina McMillan. I mean, shots are, I'm showing 25 apiece here. So we got them up 17-11 were the shots that period. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The team is funky like that. I think they play a good third period. It's been a strength this year, actually. It's been when they're behind, if they don't play in a defensive posture, that's the difference here. If they do play a defensive posture, if they keep things moving, if they keep things moving and don't play in a defensive posture, yes, I can see them winning this game, but they've got to stay out of that defensive posture. Hey, Lance, man, what's up, bud?
Hey, how are you doing tonight?
Not bad. No video today?
No, I'm not feeling too good, but at least I'm here.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, man. So what's your impressions right now?
My impressions are we've got the veterans are playing well, but the young guys like Perinovich that you and I both said all year last year should have been up here, and we know why he wasn't. And now that he's getting more of a chance after Berube left, Perinovich is a really, really good player. And Jake Neighbors is just amazing me. I always thought the kid would be good. I just didn't think it'd be this quick.
Well, I mean, he's right at he's drafted 3 years ago, so it's right at that point. You want these guys to be up by the time they're 2021, and really, don't you? Your first round picks.
Yeah, if you got a first round pick, especially a 15 and below, you want them to be in the AHL within about 2 years, year and a half, and then your goal for them to be in the NHL has got to be 3 years. Once you start getting in the 4, 5, 6 year deal, that's a player that's probably not going to work out.
Yeah. So I mean, he's at that point where he should be, and he's playing. I mean, he's a goal scorer, and he's showing that. He's got some really good goal scorers goals, and he's showing that. Prunovich is showing that he can handle the puck, that he can distribute the puck. He's a bit of a playmaker. He's still young. He's still making mistakes. That's fine. That's what you want from a guy like that. Mm-hmm. My disappointment's been Krug this season. And I actually thought that the stuff that happened, preseason might like motivate him in a good way, but I don't think it has. I think he's had, I'm starting to understand why the Krug haters are the Krug haters.
I think that what the Blues tried to do, and they didn't keep it a secret, players go through that sometimes. And I've watched games this year where he's been really good. And I've watched games this year where he's just not a factor and you don't really hear his name much. And that's normally not like him when he's playing at his best. So I think going through that, yes, he's a professional and realize that stuff like this can happen, but I think it kind of hurt him emotionally, with what the Blues did. And hey, it's a business.
Yeah.
It's you're not 12 years old anymore playing, in AAA or whatever, 15 years old playing in AAA. This is the NHL and it's a business.
Is it KURG or KRUG?
What's that?
How you spell his last name?
Who, Krug?
Yeah.
KRUG?
Okay. I was looking to see. I think he got rid of his Twitter account. I was looking to see if it still had like the Blues removed from it, because everyone made a big deal when he did that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Ah.
Hello, Wendy. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I don't see the one with his. That might be him, but I don't see any blue check marks.
There's a lot of guys that don't get the blue check marks because now you can pay for them and they really don't mean anything.
Yeah. Well, but see, they're supposed to. Yeah. No, this isn't him. It's someone using his name.
Yep.
With his number, but it's got a bunch of like YouTube, PlayStation stuff on it, so it's not.
Yeah, that's not
I
him.
think he took. Yeah. Yeah. I think he took. Yeah, I think he took his X down. Just double checking here.
And
Hey,
a
Wendy!
lot of athletes do that today. Even Kyler Murray, when he was having the issues with his contract extension with the Arizona Cardinals, did the same thing, and he ended up still being there. Do I think Krug will eventually be moved? Yeah, he's not going to play out his contract here.
Yeah, well, he's still got a couple of years.
Yeah, he's not going to play it out though. He won't be here for the rest of his contract.
When's his? I think he's got 2 more years before his what do you call it? His modified no trade clause plays. All right. So in 25-26, that's when he submit the 15 team no trade list. So he's going to be here at least through then. So you got him this year, next year for sure.
He'll be
Unless
there.
he waves.
Hey, he'll be there unless he's unhappy with the Blues and some other team wants him and he thinks he can do well with that team and that team wants him bad because you know what?
Dollar
There's
for
nothing.
dollar. It's got to be. That's the thing. Dollar for
Yeah,
dollar.
I know dollar for dollar, but there is something to be said when a team wants you badly and you want that team
well,
too.
Philadelphia wanted him badly.
Yeah, but he didn't want
go to
Philadelphia. Yeah, and see, there's it has to be both mutual.
I like the holiday break. I don't think it's bad. I actually think it's better that the teams don't play on Christmas Day or the Christmas Eve or the day after. I know they used to play on the day after. I kind of like the holiday break, and I like the movement freeze. I think that's. I actually think that was a smart move by the Blues. What about you? Or by the league? What about you there?
Yeah, I agree. One thing in any time a team in an 82 game season, I know they're talking about having an 84 game season now, but anytime a team in an 82 game season can rest for a couple days, there's nothing that can be bad about it.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good thing. And I also like the bye weeks,
Did you see Shaggy's response?
I see it. I was ignoring it. I was ignoring Shaggy because he loves me. That's why I can ignore him, man. I like. Here's the thing, man. The Blues overall are -11, right? Goal differential.
Yep.
but they're in the last 5 games since Bannister's taken over, they're +1.
Yep, I've noticed that. Yep.
That's telling you something,
Yes, it is.
right? And I'm looking at the style of play that we're seeing on the ice, and you're seeing, I'll tell you what's different more than anything else is the back check. I think the back check has gotten better since the change. And then the goal, the second goal. I have talked so much about the cycle and puck movement and how that will get you goals. And that goal by Scandella was from the puck movement.
Yeah, you have to be able to move the puck, because the more you move the puck in the offensive zone, the more of a chance you have of a guy being out of position and someone being open to get a really good shot on the goalie.
I get what you're saying about, but look at what you have to compete with during that weekend, during that period. What you have to compete with. You have bowl games, you have NFL, you have NBA that has Christmas game. You're competing with all of that.
Yeah, and another thing is that I remember years ago, like you said, when they did have games right after Christmas, that a lot of times they weren't attended like they would a regular game. And, it cost them money to have that building open. It cost them money to pay people there. And I think it makes better business sense that they give those guys a couple days off, let them spend time with their family, and, kind of reboot things. I think it's good for the game, actually.
Okay, here's a good. I think people hate Krug for all the wrong reasons, and that's possible. He hasn't been great, but I don't think he's been awful. Not great tonight, but a week ago when I was more concerned with Falk, but he's been a little better lately. Shin is having a hard time, but he's taken a pretty good beating the last couple of years. But the captain has always been streaky. But we have a couple of contracts that are going to get sketchy in the next year or two. It's also something all teams have, in my opinion, and that's a good one. And this one is for you, Lance. I know you and this guy might have had some issues on Twitter, and he was blocked by you, and he says no hard feelings. I just want you to know that.
No, I didn't. I didn't even realize I blocked him. It may have been someone else.
Hey, Boomer, what's your Twitter?
Yeah,
Twitter thing so Lance knows and
yeah,
Lance
and
might
because
bring you back.
I'm not always the one on Twitter. I have one or two other people that tweet things for me that I trust when I'm not feeling well. And if a lot of times if it says we, then it's normally not me. If it says I, then it's me.
Yeah.
So I would probably say out of the people in the 7-8 years I've had the account,
I know what the argument was over. It was over Berube. Boomer was an app. So here's how Boomer started following the show, bud. The day, same as here, C1 Boomer. I thought I saw something different.
Yeah, and I'm going to get one thing in because you're talking about how different the Blues defense is. A premium still. They want to play good defense, but this team is not going with the motto of, well, we're going to try to play defensively strong, wear a team out, and then in the third period win the game. They're not doing that anymore.
No, they're not. They're absolutely not.
Check on that, Boomer, because I'll go back and see, because I don't remember doing it. I'm not saying I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm saying I don't remember doing it.
No, and so what happened is I watched the press conference live after Berube got fired, that Armstrong came on, and Boomer was blasting Armstrong, blasting him. And
I think I now remember that. Yeah.
I sat back and I made, hey, watch my show. I have different takes. I let everybody blast. I let them blast. Boomer watches the next show, and I went on about how I agreed with it. Boomer didn't say anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
He kept quiet. He didn't say anything, but he sent me a message later that night and said, hey, man, I thought it was a good show. I didn't agree with most of what you were saying, but I thought it was a good show, and he's been following me since then. So I appreciate that.
Well, that's great. That's good.
Right? And that's fine. You can disagree with me, but the important thing is to listen, right? I listen. I hear what all you guys say about Berube and Armstrong and all of this, but to me, and I've talked about that, the old saying, you can't see the forest for the trees? I think that most Blues fans see the forest but don't understand what trees are in it. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like with me, I don't want people to agree with me all the time. I want them to see what I'm saying and understand why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
That's
No,
it.
I agree there. I absolutely agree because what I say is a lot of times they see the big picture. They see the big picture of Berube getting fired. They see the salary cap being what it is, and they see all these contracts, and they see that. They don't see the individual little trees that make all of that up, right? They don't see that there might have been an issue with Berube going back to the bubble. They missed that. There's been signs that there's been an issue with Berube for a while. Berube got a year to fix things. And 90% of fans don't realize that. Berube got an entire year because I'll go back and you remember this. In November of last year, after that 8-game in the midst of that 8-game losing streak, Armstrong came out and said, Berube's not going anywhere. Players, you better figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was just to the players. I think that was to Berube too, to fix the problem. I think that was notice to Berube. There's a problem. You have to fix it. Everybody focused on how bad the defense was. And I kept saying, dudes, the defense isn't as bad as you think it is. That offense is creating a lot of that bad defense. The fact that we lost Montgomery and we're not playing that offense has a lot to do with what we're seeing on defense, not the players. And I felt that way strong, and you're seeing it now. Now, you look at the Chicago game. That running gun gave up some goals, I admit. But it allowed for the fight to come back. Under Berube, we don't come back in that game. We do not come back in that game. I absolutely agree with that. I believe that statement. Under Berube, we don't come back in that game. What we're playing now allows you to come back. $5 million will help some, but that's one player, maybe two, depending.
Yeah, and not only just one, maybe two. It's not top players.
Yeah, $5 million not bringing you. Well, we've got some contracts expiring. We're going to have about $7 million of cap space.
Yeah, and
Right.
Guy, I don't know if you remember this, and if people remember it when you first started watching your show, or if anybody listened to my podcast.
Hold on. I want to answer this. Robert, you got to back off. What I'm saying, what you're saying that the forwards didn't help on defense. I'm saying no. I'm saying the forwards didn't spend enough time cycling the puck, doing the things in offense that prevented the other team from going the other way. That's what I'm talking about in the game's back on. So, but go ahead, Lance.
I don't even forgot what I was going to say.
I just wanted, because he's saying the exact opposite of what I said. And I wanted to bring that in.
I understand that. The problem is the forwards last year, Robert, they were more worried and about playing defense than they were about scoring. And
you know what? I'll tell you straight up, two of those players we lost were because of Berube. Not the salary cap and the other things. Two of those players we lost were because of Berube.
And what a lot of people don't remember, Guy, is last year when everybody was hating on Berube, when he did have those good games when the team was playing like they are tonight, and after he was replaced, what did you and I say? No, Berube's not our favorite, but he did a really good job in this game. When he needed credit, he got credit from us, and I hate to see anybody get fired. I don't want to see anybody get fired.
Yeah.
But it needed to happen.
Well, it wasn't team defense. The team defense was there, just not in the way that you think, right? The problem was, and I say this all the time, and as we're watching this game, in fact, we saw it. We saw it in the Chicago game. We saw this in the Chicago game. When you control the puck, when you keep that puck in the other zone, when you take shots and you keep taking shots, you prevent the other team's best players from being in your zone to score. And we did not do that last season. We didn't do it the first two periods of the Chicago game. But in that third period, after we gave up the shorthanded goal, we shifted and we started doing that. We started playing that way, and that added to things.
Yeah, it's
Right?
it's it's
Game's
hard.
back on, yes.
Yeah, it's hard to win games when you're not in the offensive zone very much.
Yeah. Right? Your offense plays so much into your defense. It really does. And, I got someone sent me a text in the middle of the Chicago game, right after the shorthanded goal, right, that they scored. No heart. This team's done. It wasn't Berube at all. And then this team comes back. Right? The heart was there. The heart has always been there. The system didn't allow it to be shown. And that's what I've always thought, that the system let you down a lot more than what people think. All right? Montgomery. When Montgomery was left, this team made a huge mistake by not hiring another offensive coach to lead this offense.
And I tried to tell you, Guy, when you didn't think it would make a huge difference, I said it's going to make a difference.
No, I didn't at first. I saw it afterwards.
Yeah, you definitely didn't. I told people, I said Montgomery's going to be very good in Boston. People are like, no. He's a very good offensive-minded
concerned
coach.
It was too early. I will admit I was
Yeah,
wrong.
no. I can see exactly why you thought that.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't know if we had him on the ropes. 2 goals isn't having this team on the ropes.
No, not
3
really.
goals
Hey, Dallas is
ropes.
a good team. Dallas is a really good team.
Not scoring. I mean, Dallas has one of the best penalty kills, but not scoring 5-on-3 for 2 full minutes is an issue.
It is.
Oh, that puck's loose. Oh, Kapanen, you got to come in. Oh, go Cap! Go Cap! Go Cap! Oh, you gotta keep going. You can't peel off on that. Oh, you cannot peel off on that until he touches that puck. You cannot peel off. I'm sorry. I say you keep going. When he's that far out, he's fair game. The only place he can't be hit is in the paint and behind the net. I think he's vulnerable behind the net. When he comes up like that, he's fair game. He's fair game to hit. I'm sorry. Oh, that's true. Okay. Fair point, bud. Fair point. Saturday, just so you know, because I know something about you, is my birthday, and I'm doing a show because we have the game.
Yep.
You are more than welcome to come on. If you don't, I completely understand.
No, it's. I mean, people can discuss it. I don't have to discuss it, and we can take it from there. But I mean, it's a hockey game.
Oh, nice play. Oh, that was sweet. Good puck movement. This only being a 1-goal lead scares me.
Yeah, I don't like 1-goal leads.
Yeah, even because Dallas is too good of a team. This isn't San Jose Sharks. This isn't Chicago. This isn't some of those other ones. And Wedgwood's becoming a really Dallas is goalie thick. Wedgwood could make Ottinger expendable, especially with his contract.
He's playing very well.
Yeah, he is. I know, especially since I got him in my fantasy. That's why I don't mind if he loses. He only gives up 2 goals and loses tonight. I'll be okay. You
still win.
With that.
Yep, you still win.
I don't win, but
no, I know, but it's not like if he gave up 6 goals. Yeah, it's not like if he gave up 6 goals.
What was what was happening with my buddy's got the other guy's got Yari, and I don't think Yari's going to get a shutout tonight. God damn it. That sucks. That I didn't need. No, they didn't. Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, 7-0. Come on, New York. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're not going to score. He's going to get a shutout on me. That hurts. I'm going to need Bennington or Wedgwood to get me a shutout this week. Oh, that was close. Krug was right in front of the net, too. Right where he needed to be, and it just couldn't get it in. Oh, no, that was the wrong way. That was on us. I thought it was going the other way. I guess I'm lost. No, that was on them. Okay. I know what you're saying about last year. A better puck control offense would have made a big difference in our defense. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. All right. That the stuff about defenders are, forwards not getting back and not helping out on defense and all this other stuff, that misses the point completely. That missed the point completely. It wasn't them not getting back. It wasn't that other stuff. It was the team not having a solid defensive or offensive structure that allowed what you're seeing now. What you're seeing now, when they lose the puck in the offensive zone, they're not immediately falling back. They're waiting till that second pass. Last season, as soon as they lost the puck in an offensive zone, they fell back. So if the guy did re-win it, didn't matter. Nobody was there.
Yeah, and a lot of the issue last year too, Guy, was because they were falling back, they'd get one shot and be done.
Yeah.
They couldn't get 2 or 3 shots, off
Yep.
a rebound. A lot of times it was one shot and done last year.
Yep. Well, got the first 5 minutes of the third gone. Oh, nice save by Hoffer. Hoffer's starting.
Hoffer made a
starting to
good
look
save.
really, really good.
Did you see the rendering of the supposed Atlanta arena they're going to build to try to get the NHL to come there?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to tell you something. I went to several of the Thrashers games when they were good, and the most I ever saw in that arena, and it's a great arena. It's got restaurants all around it, all kind of food options. It was great. And people that say it wasn't conducive to hockey is full of crap.
Yeah.
And they couldn't support it. I just don't see Atlanta being.
Atlanta's not a hockey market.
No, they're not.
And
Salt Lake City will get a team before Atlanta will.
Yeah, I can see Salt. Well, the problem with Salt Lake City is the beer issue.
That is true, but that's why I'm saying there's obstacles there too. But a lot of times, I think they'd get a team before Atlanta would.
Yeah,
that is unless Bettman and the owners are just greedy.
I mean, the Atlanta's demographic, they're just not gonna.
It's just different.
They want to build that demographic, and that's great. But you got to build it through the AHL first and get an AHL team in there that they'll support before you bring an NHL team and just say support this.
Atlanta is Atlanta. They're not a baseball town. I went down there one year when they were in the World Series, and you could get tickets cheap.
Yeah,
I mean cheap for a World Series game. And it's more about it's about.
I wanted to throw something at you. You missed this earlier. I was talking to Jason about it.
Yeah.
The Bedard goal was not high sticking. Was not a high stick. That was a good goal. The reason I'm saying, and we kind of showed this earlier. Let's say that this right here is the this right here is the crossbar, right? High sticking on a goal is where the puck touches the stick prior to going in. So if I hold my stick like this, puck hits here and somehow goes in the goal, that is a high stick. If the puck touches down here, which is below that, that is a good goal, even though part of my stick is above the goal. He scored like this, where the puck touched the stick before it crossed the line was below the crossbar.
Yeah, but I think one of the problems people have that I have, right before he let loose of the puck, it was above the crossbar.
Okay, here's the thing. Was that considered a shot? That was not considered a shot.
He was in the shooting motion.
Hold on.
He was in the shooting motion.
When you are not shooting the puck, it's your shoulders. If he would have lifted that puck and had that blade above his shoulders, then it would have been touching it with a high stick.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something.
Because the type of shot that's not considered a shot until that puck actually goes in the net.
I'm going to tell you something. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30, 40 years ago, he'd have paid for that.
Oh yeah.
Somebody would have cleaned his clock for it.
Oh yeah, it's changed.
Because I'm going to, in my mind, people are going to say I'm just an old fogey. That should not be allowed in a professional hockey game. You
I
want to
have
do it.
no problem with it.
You want
I
to
have
do it
no
and jack
problem with it.
around and do that. Do it in a college game or the
You
juniors.
know what?
Fine.
But here's the thing. What about what Sidney Crosby did in the Winter Classic? It's the same type of thing.
Okay. Here's my question.
You know what I'm talking about?
Here's my question. If a guy puts a puck on his head, on his helmet, and is leaned over and he's underneath the crease, underneath the bar, and puts it in with his head,
No,
that's not a goal.
You cannot put it in off your body like that. That's a rule. This is the stick. Remember what Sidney Crosby did in the Winter Classic, the first Winter Classic. Because there was so much snow on the ice, he took that stick, he took the puck with the stick, popped it in the air, and then popped it along to move it along. That's skill. There's no issue with that. That's how to me, that's all part of it. If you can control your puck on the stick like that, absolutely, man. Talk about soccer with the way they move that ball like it sticks to their feet and can control it and make other players miss.
I will tell you this, and I'll leave it at this. When I had front row tickets, I used to watch TJ Oshie and Perron when they were young.
Mm-hmm.
Do that with the puck. They'd put it on their stick and move their stick all around, and the puck would not come off the blade of that stick. I will guarantee you David Perron or TJ Oshie would never do that.
Maybe not, but maybe not. Where we at here?
And I hate to say this. I actually don't hate to say it. If I'd have been the goalie that he did that on, next time he got anywhere near my crease, he's getting hit in the knee or the leg.
Yeah. I don't know if Bennington hit him in the. But here's the thing. What got me was everybody made a big deal about it, but they ended up losing the game, and no one talked about him sitting there with his big fat lip after the game. And then Zegras goes and does the same thing that night.
Yeah, and I don't like his either. I
like them both.
It's not that I'm against Bedard, because people will say, "Oh, you're like Wendy might think that." No, yeah. I don't like it when Zegras did it. I don't like that at all.
I get it, but it's not Bennington tried to get over there. They said something to him, but the problem was Krug wasn't in the right spot. That had everything to do with it.
Krug didn't take him.
Krug should have been right by the side of the net. They let Bedard go behind the net all alone. You can't do that with Bedard. You can't do that with Zegras.
You can't do that with most guys. You can't do that with most guys.
Them. Huh?
I said you can't. If you let a guy skate free behind the net and come around like that, 99% of the time it's going to end up in the net. You can't like that. That's how Bernie Federko made a living, was sitting behind the net and nobody would touch him.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you're about a minute ahead of me, guy.
I am. I'm at 10:42.
I'm at 11:05.
Yeah, might need to refresh to be fresh.
I might do that.
You can't hear the game, can you?
Oh, I'm listening to it. Yeah.
From my speakers?
No, I'm talking. Thought you were talking to me.
Say again.
I thought you were talking to me. Like, could I hear it through my TV?
Yeah. No.
Can you can't hear?
No.
Yeah,
nope.
Okay. Because I've done that before. When I restart my board, I forget to hit the right buttons to mute it out, so I can hear it and you guys can't.
Yeah.
I can mute my channels to where I can hear what somebody says, but they can't. You can't hear it out the speakers on my soundboard.
Mm-hmm.
God, they're moving the puck so much better.
A lot better.
And that's the difference. They're moving the puck, and it's through all the zones. I think
I refreshed it now.
I refreshed the defensive zone. I think it's better through the neutral zone.
Yep.
I think it's better through the offensive zone.
Yep. I refreshed it. Now I'm at 950.
Okay. I didn't see it. They just went to commercial. The group commercial.
All right.
I'm watching on Hulu. So, are you watching on the app?
I'm watching it on Spectrum.
Okay, on Spectrum.
It's just now went to a commercial.
Yeah. So you're still a little behind me. I'm at 9.
Yep.
They just dropped the puck. So when you watch it live like that, it will be about a minute behind. Believe it or not, I've seen that happen. If you're watching on an app, any type of app like Spectrum app, or if you're like that, you'll be about a minute behind. The only one that isn't, for some reason, is Hulu is almost dead on.
You know what's funny is I used to have a goal horn that would go off when the Blues would score,
Yeah.
and I'd be watching the game. This is when I first started my podcast. I'd be
Yeah.
watching the game, and the horn would go off, and I'm like, they didn't score, and then like
And then
20
they
seconds
score,
later,
yeah.
they'd score.
Yeah, a lot of times, like Twitter, real life is about 30 seconds to a minute
Yep.
ahead of what you're seeing on TV.
Yep.
And I will. Oh, nice. Come on, Cap. Come on, Cap. Oh, almost an own goal there. Almost an own goal. And my phone will buzz, and I'll get a tweet from one of the beat writers.
Yep.
That a goal's already been scored. So
yep.
I try and keep it down. And they're playing good. I mean, Dallas is shot 7-3 this period. I'd like to see that a little closer number, but I don't mind Dallas being ahead because they're behind. Yeah. But I also want to see St. Louis still taking shots, not just playing with the puck, but taking shots.
What I like
right now they're trying to play keep away, and that's what scares me.
Yeah. I like the fact that since Berube's gone, in most of the games I've watched, in most of the minutes of the games, they look faster.
Yeah, they do.
Look quicker.
Yeah. Because they're not playing a defensive posture all the time. Right? Even when they were behind, they would play a defensive posture. That's why I say, and I firmly believe this, if Berube was the coach of that Chicago game, we don't come back. We don't come back. Right? Yeah, and then the other issue with Berube was pulling the goalie and it wasn't pulling the goalie too early. It was pulling the goalie when the situation wouldn't recall it. You're not controlling the puck yet. You haven't shown puck control. You can't pull the goalie. You get down there and get a cycle going, then you pull the goalie. But if you pull the goalie just because your guy's got the puck and they haven't held it for most of the game, that's probably not the right thing to do. It's not the time to pull it if you get scored on shortly after you pull the goalie, you've ruined that. You just lost the reason for pulling the goalie. You've destroyed yourself. That's why it shouldn't be. Time should never be the reason you pull a goalie. It should be situation.
Well, at least he wasn't like Patrick Waugh. When Patrick Waugh was a coach in Colorado, he pulled the goalie with 7 minutes left.
Yeah. But Patrick Waugh was pulling the goalie when they were on a cycle, though.
Oh no! He pulled the goalie, and the goalie was just bringing the puck, but the forward was just bringing the puck over the center line and shooting it in, and he pulled the goalie.
Right.
And he said after the game, he did it.
I think Blues fans are slowly going to start to realize that there might have been an issue with Berube because of what you're seeing now. 4-1 and coming back like that and winning the game against Florida the way they did. You're starting to see, and I look at the Tampa Bay game. There's a lot of trees there that when you see that Tampa Bay game makes all the sense in the world. Right, the fact that they were on a losing streak, they were coming home after a unsuccessful. There's a lot of little trees there that when you put them in, right, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't look at that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, Jason. We're not. We have the talent. Our talent is just below, in my eyes, just below Dallas and Colorado. But we haven't worked together good enough for a while to close that gap between talent. Because that gap, teamwork, will close that gap in talent. And that's what we don't have yet. And I don't think and it's not just the power play that's going to make that go away. At least that's how I feel. Lance?
Yeah, they still have some issues. And like you said, I still think Dallas is and it for, if the Blues played Dallas 5 times, they'd probably win 2 or 1 or 2, and Dallas would probably win 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But if they played their game, they perfectly, they could win 3 and Dallas could win 2. But this team still needs to improve, and they're just building on that. And you can't say this doesn't prove that Berube was bad. And I think it's leaning towards the fact that his message was getting old. And Robert Thomas said it last year.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the same message for the last 3 or 4 years. And he didn't say that in a nice way. And even the best coaches, guy, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, hockey, the message just gets old.
Yeah.
And is it my imagination, guy, or is this team blocking more shots than they were?
The shot blocks have gone up a little bit, not
Yeah, because
significantly.
I noticed a little bit more of the shot blocks.
I think the quality of the shot block has been better.
That's could be because I've definitely noticed there's something different there.
I think it's the quality, not necessarily the quantity. Especially because I look at the numbers a lot. I think that it's more the quality of the shot block.
Yeah, and
that
Jason
instead of
brings
it
up
just like going into the corner or whatever, there's somebody there to when that shot block is going to our players, the tile of shot block is doing better.
And I don't know if people have heard my thing with the Kyrou comment. Kyrou was in a win a lose situation. If he would have said, "Yeah, we're going to miss the coach," or it's Harvard, the people would have said he's a liar. So in my mind, the kid showed maturity by saying, "Hey,
I believe that. I'm with that. I don't think it was class. I thought it was a lot of. I'm pissed off at Rutherford. Rutherford should have known better to ask that. He asked that. The man has been doing this longer than Kyrou's been alive, and he asked a question that he knew Kyrou couldn't answer.
Yeah, I called him out on Twitter.
I seen that.
And about 3 or 4 days after that, he starts backing off of it.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Says he wishes he had never did that.
Yeah.
Well, Jeremy, learn from your mistakes.
Right. That he started admitting that he shouldn't have asked that question. All right. That he shouldn't have asked the question the way he did. Actually, what he said is, I shouldn't have tweeted it out the way I tweeted it out. You did that because you wanted the reaction that we.
Yep.
You. That was all. You knew exactly what you were doing. And I finally saw somebody that I don't like, St. Louis Blues hockey memes. Me and the owner of that have had some words in the past. Some things have been said and done, whatever. But they came out and they said, "Hey, if you want to be mad at somebody, you should be mad at Rutherford." And I had people trying, Rutherford this and Rutherford no. Rutherford was trying to sell subscriptions.
Yep.
Oh, Kyrie, that was a nice little sweeper there. Rutherford was trying to sell subscriptions. That's exactly what that was. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah,
he knew exactly what he was doing. He set First of all, why would you ask him that question before a game?
That's stupid.
Before a game. Not practice, a game. We're not talking about practice here. We're talking about a game. You asked him that question before a game. A game, Lance. Why would you ask him that question before a game?
It's crazy.
Come on, you had to realize what I was doing there, right?
Yeah, I did. I realized what you were doing. And the thing is, guy, I find the guys around the league that I know personally, some of the writers for the major papers, they don't pull that stuff. The ones I don't get along with and the ones that don't like me, they pull that kind of crap.
Yeah. That was pretty good, wasn't it?
That was good.
For impromptu?
Yeah. I had forgotten about that.
Iverson or Ted Lasso there?
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that until you said it.
I mean, again, that's what I talk about, seeing the trees. Right? Knowing you're in a forest and seeing the trees. Right? It was that question, when it was asked, should have never been asked.
Nope.
That was an after game question or a practice question or something like that. Not when this kid was focused on the game and focused on what he had to do and not only that, he had a good game that game.
Yep.
And they still booed the shit out of him.
And I was sitting there thinking to myself, if that was me and he asked me that question, I'd have said, "Why in the heck are you asking me that question before the game?"
Yeah.
Because what? I guarantee you, Guy, if he'd have asked that to a veteran,
Yeah.
the veteran probably would have not maybe come out and said that directly, but probably would have said something close to that. But you know what? He wouldn't ask that to a veteran.
Yeah. He wasn't going to ask that to a veteran. And not only that, to me, why do you, first of all, we've kept hearing, oh, the guys love Berube. The guys love Berube.
I
The guys
know.
love Berube. Why would you ask that question then if the guys love Berube?
That's right.
Because he knew. See, to me, you know what would have been unclassy? Is if he would have told the truth and just said, you know what, I'm glad the son of a bitch is gone. Maybe now I'm not going to get yelled at for not playing for missing a defensive shift after I scored two goals and had 2 assists. That's what he should have said.
Oh, that'd have been great.
Right?
Can you imagine?
Not my coach anymore. I thought that was
professional.
Perfect.
Professional.
Yeah. Right. And I've gotten on anybody that said that was classless. I've told them, no,
I have too.
Classless would have been what I just said.
That's right.
Right. Well, we're down to 2 minutes and 42 seconds, and we still have a 2-1 lead.
Good game.
Becoming a good show, man.
And you know what? They're not going into that defensive shell.
No, they're not going into the defensive posture. They haven't. Right. Shots are 11-5.
Yeah.
I wish they were more.
Yeah.
But I see what they're doing with the puck, and I'm okay with it. Right.
Yeah. When they have the puck, they're trying to run some time off before they get a shot.
Yeah. And I get that, but Dallas might be too good of a team for that.
Yeah.
This is kind of a Berube move. But
well, you know, if a team's got to learn with a new coach and what they expect out of them, and it takes time. I do know
we were up by Dallas. We were up 1 on Dallas in the second game of the Bannister era, and they came back. Right? No, I honestly believe that if he would, Tammy Frankie, thank you. If he would have that first of all, you know, I think now he knows that. Hey, I'm going to answer that question differently now. But the first thing I'm going to ask is, why were you even asked that question? And he kind of said that, like in the pros. I don't know why I was, that's not what I meant. I was kind of asked that question at a bad time, right? We called. Somebody called the timeout. Stars did.
Blues D-men, six goals in the last 7 games. You know what that shows me? That shows me that the defensemen are worried about defense, and they're doing offensive opportunities and not running out of the offensive zone when the other team gets the puck.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do know for a fact that Armstrong has talked to a few coaches.
Yeah. Oh, empty net. Let's see. Now this is where hopefully we can put this game away. We've had trouble with this, but you got 2 minutes of an empty net or whatever. You know, you this is your chance. You've got to put this away.
That would be nice.
Think about, I talk about this with Brett Hull. Brett Hull scored 86 goals in a season, right? Think if he would have scored that season, if he would have scored as many empty net goals as Gretzky did when Gretzky had his 92 goal season.
Yep. Brett Hull wasn't a big empty net scorer. If he had the puck, he'd give it to somebody else.
He had none.
Yep.
If he'd have scored 11 empty net goals that season, he'd have set the record. With like what he had 86, so he had 97 goals.
Yeah, I saw an interview with him once, and I can't remember who was interviewing him, ESPN or NHL Network or something. Yeah. And he said somebody made kind of an off comment, and Brett took it the way that I would have taken it, which wasn't good. And he said something like, "Jesus Christ, I didn't score any empty net goals."
Yeah. Yeah, he did not score many in his career at all.
No. And like I said earlier, if he was going down the ice, or even if he was ahead of a guy 15 feet, he'd give the puck back to the guy behind him.
Yeah. I don't think he may not have played on the ice a lot in 6-on-5s.
Hoffer looks really good tonight.
Who?
Joel Hoffer.
Yeah. Oh, nice swat. Minute to go. This is scary.
Yeah, I'm 12 seconds behind you.
This is scary. Oh, another good stop by Hoffer. I'd like to see him put this one away. I really would. I really would. Yeah, my dude got a shutout. Motherfucker. Got a shutout against me. Gonna give up 2 goals, have just over a 2-point goal average, and gonna be losing in a bunch of categories.
That's the crazy.
Yeah, I know. Oh, clear that. Fire that puck. Fire that puck.
Do you know why I don't do?
Oh, just missed.
Do you know why I don't do fantasy hockey anymore, Guy?
Why?
Because I couldn't stop. I had 21 teams.
Yeah. No, I couldn't do that many. I have one. I'm in one league. It's a keeper league. You know, I'm the full-time GM. It's a 32-team league. It's really rare. I'm in a very rare league. Looks like they're gonna win this one 2-1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I was to start up again, I would definitely do a keeper league.
Woohoo!
Yep.
I will take. This is a big win. This is a big win, right? 3 stars are going to be tough tonight.
Joel Hoffer's got to get one of them.
Hoffer's first star. I think Neighbors is your second and Scandella is your third. Well, no, Neighbors is your third and Scandella is your second. Though I could see them giving Wedgwood a star.
Yeah, it could be.
Right? Bring out the Zamboni, Sister JJ. Right? Big win, man. 3-game winning streak. Now the game against the game on Friday against Colorado.
Yep. And I don't know if anybody's noticed this, but I tweeted something a couple days ago. The team looks like they're having fun again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, when you're out there having fun, for some reason, things are easier.
How do I believe in this team yet? Still got a little ways to go, but they're playing better, and I'll take that.
Playing much better.
Right? Yeah. You did, Aaron. Let's see who the 3 stars are. Right? Oh, Prunovich. I missed the 2 assists.
Yeah, I said Prunovich would probably get one of them.
Yeah. So it's going to be Prunovich, Scandella, or Prunovich, Hoffer, Scandella. I don't know. Yep. No, Hoffer's going to be the first star.
He better be.
Yeah.
Because he definitely deserves to be 1 or 2.
Stop 39 of 40 shots. All right, 39 of 40 shots.
Good for the kid. He's worked hard to get where he's at.
Yeah. He has. And he's going to be a netminder of the future for this team.
Yeah.
Right. Our goaltending is solid. Our goaltending is solid.
There he is. Yeah.
I'm not sure what you're saying there, Jeff.
Nah, Lancelot Link. I was hoping nobody remembered that show.
What?
That was a 60s, 70s show. It was a monkey that was a detective, and they called him Lancelot Link.
Oh.
People would call me that when I was a kid, either that or Sir Lancelot from the Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah.
Hello, Jeff.
At least you didn't have the last name I had.
Hey, Guy. Hey, it could be a lot worse. Trust me.
My last name was Dingus.
Yeah,
when
but
your
Guy,
last name means stupid, people play with that a lot.
Oh, I bet.
Right? It's not my last name now. I changed it, but that's for whatever reason. But
You got to
hey,
be. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go.
I was gonna say you got to have pretty strong personality to go through school with a bad last name.
Yes, you do. The Blues needed this tonight. They needed
Yeah,
this
they did.
style of game. And Hoffer was ready. I don't think Bennington has played bad this year at all. I really
No.
don't. But I think he's being challenged, and that might be unsettling for him a little bit. Hopefully he can get back to his good graces where he needs to be. The surprise to me is that Hofer's going to play 2 of the next 3 games. He's played today. He'll play probably Pittsburgh. I can see him playing Pittsburgh. I do not see him playing against Colorado. Do you?
Oh no, I don't think he will either.
Right. I do not see him playing against Colorado. At least I don't. Well, we'll see. Right. They did look good, Jeff. Right. This is a team they played against one of the best teams in the conference, and they've taken 5 or 6 points from them.
Yep.
Right. That's telling you something. I've said that they were good enough to play with the best teams in this conference. They just didn't have a system that allowed them to do it. And tonight you saw a system that allowed them to play with the best teams in the conference. That's what I think you've seen the last couple of games.
You know what? I don't understand. Rankings don't mean anything to me, but I kind of laugh at them. And I see all these people put out like top tiers, possible cup winners, good, great, good, bad. The Blues are always in the last category. And I'm thinking, guys, this team's much better than 27th through 32nd.
What is that one? I forget the name of it. Puck soup or something like that. They do the little circle thing.
Yeah.
With
the percentage. Yep.
Percentage.
Yep.
I've seen the Blues have a lower percentage than teams that are behind them.
Oh yeah, I saw one time, and it was right after Berube was fired, and I think it was 3% to make the playoffs.
Yeah, right. That they've been a lot of times they've been off, and I don't look at them anymore because I just like the Blues were in the playoff spot, and 2 teams that were behind them. I think the Wild and Predators both had much higher percentages.
Mm-hmm.
To make the playoffs than the Blues did. So I forget Puckpedia, I think it is, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a betting site, I think, or some wannabe betting site. And just, not that good. Well, guys, I want to thank everyone for showing up tonight. Don't forget, look on my page or go to the Blue Note Fan Report on YouTube or Blue Note Fan Report on Facebook and share the show for Saturday. Let's get that 55 goal, 55 likes, 55 shares, 55 viewers during my birthday. That's what I want. That's what I'd like to get. Thanks for watching tonight. Really good, solid game by the Blues. They got outshot 40-30, but I'm not upset with that because they played a different style in the third. They didn't play a defensive style, but they were trying to play a puck control style. And that's trust me, that's not. There's a difference between a defensive style and a puck control style.
Yeah, and 40 shots is a lot, and no team wants to give that up. But a lot of those shots were 35 feet out and further.
Yeah. They were not well.
They kept a lot of the shots out to the perimeter.
The Blues needed to win some close games, and they're starting to show that they can win close games. They're now +2 under Bannister, and Bannister knows what he's doing, guys. Let him coach. I don't think he's going to be the Blues coach at the end of the season or, after the season is over. But I say let him keep coaching unless things go start not going our way. But I like it so far.
Yep.
Right. Well, Lance, you have a good night, bud.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me. Always good to have you here. I love having you here. Guys, have a great night, like the boys say.
Who are you, Blues fan? We're bleeding blue with you. Let's go, Blues! Let's go, Blues!